I'm merely a man who, like all of you, well, some of you, I'm a man who thinks that the Children's Illustrated Bible is the worst idea I've ever heard of in my life. Consider the source! I mean, it's the Bible, man. It's full of blood, sex, ambition, betrayal. Not really the sort of thing you expect on Sunday morning, right? More like late Saturday night. If you know what I'm going. I mean, who's going to do the illustrations for that, man? Clive Barker? Yeah? Clive, sort of more pins than we expected in Jesus. You know, okay, tossing out Todd McFarlane, maybe, you know? Spawn, Jesus, big hit. Oh, right. One of them is a guy who dies, goes to hell, comes back on a quest for justice, and the other one's name is Spawn! Alright, I got a few comic book fans, to be honest. Alright. Seriously, man. Yay, comic book, the Bible's cool, Dad! Well, it's not just any comic book, kids. It's true. It's a special comic book. Like there's a story in 2 Kings, or is it King's Pawn? Or Rook to Queen, to Proverbs 8. It's like chess. It's like chess. You know, 66 books in the Bible, 64 squares on the chessboard, and the Bible code, right there. It's the stuff that Kirk Cameron movies are made of. Oh yeah, Trib League. Anybody in the Trib League? All right. We got raptured earlier this evening, so there's lots of partying. Okay. Yeah, I guess. Okay, so not a lot of Bible scholars, but we'll go ahead. If it's Children's Illustrated Bible, right? You know, it's got that guarantee. Every word in it is good, righteous, uplifting, and illustrated. It's a good idea, right? You know, you can just whip in it. And Lot and his daughters fled from Sodom and Gomorrah. Oh, there's a moral at the end of this one. Where's that, Dad? Sodom and Gomorrah, kids. Where's that? Oh, it's right here. It's illustrated. There's Sodom and Gomorrah and Mora. I don't understand. Let's just flip a little further ahead. And Lot got drunk, and his daughters. Whoa! I think I loosened the mic here. Yeah, let's skip a little further ahead. And Stephen got stoned off his ass. And they ripped up their daughters and children. Man, I don't understand, you know, you can't just flip randomly, but it always worked in church, didn't it? The random Bible verse, they do that stuff. Right? They have the bingo thing. Some of them do. Turn to Deuteronomy. Chapter 7. If you have Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 2, step forward and receive a free blessing. They just pull it out of nowhere, and they don't read the good parts. They just go around the microphone. Oh, damn you to hell! Sorry, it's just a choice thing. So yeah, but not everything. Wait, where was I? 2 Kings. I never got to tell you the story of 2 Kings. You got to remind me. But by now you're probably tired of hearing the Bible. I know that's what you're saying. You're saying, I'm tired of the Bible. We want to hear the Princess Bride, Daddy. Those are the mind children that I abandoned earlier in the act. So I won't give you 2 Kings. I won't give you the Princess Bride. I'll meet you halfway there. So the story of 2 Kings. I will read. No, it's too long. I will sum up. So there are these 42 children, and they're making fun of a prophet. And as punishment, well, he's bald, you know, so he has 6 fingers on his left hand. As punishment, God sends 2 bears to kill Dan. How do you like that, Lucille? Children eating bears at bedtime? Inconceivable! What message is this going to send? That Jesus comes back in the end? Don't interrupt the story! Well, it is getting all too boring. I love that movie. I get to see it. Hello, my name is God. You made fun of my prophet. Prepare to die. A little harsh. Work your children in full color with the Children's Illustrated Bible. Don't blame me. I tried to make it nice. I mean, even if you made the bears as nice as possible, big eyes, funny clothes, you know, do it all the way, you know, it's still kind of whack, you know. Hey, you crazy kids! Making fun of prophet is an eatable offense! Not now, Yogi.
God's watching.
Yeah. I made it nice. I anthropomorphized the bears. Alright. But it's not all like that, luckily. Luckily, there's some stories in the Bible we can all relate to. We're just coming back for more. Like, what could be a bigger sibling rivalry? Let me raise this up. What could be a better sibling rivalry than Jesus and his half-brother James, right? That's the stuff of legend right there. That's an inferiority complex. That's pretty big, you know. I mean, we found that burial box, and it said, we thought it was James, right? But we didn't, how do we know that? Not because it said, you know, James, son of Joseph, a pretty good carpenter in his own right, a pretty good guy. Nope, it's James, brother of Jesus. Jesus' brothers, you know. If you have siblings, this is how it goes. It's sort of like, okay, Mom, Mary, I made an A on my Hebrew test. Oh, that's nice, James. Jesus was arguing with rabbis when he was 10. Hey, Dad, Joseph, I built a birdhouse and shop. It's the best. I want to be a carpenter like you. That's nice, James. Jesus is building a kingdom in heaven where we all can live. I even trained these two bears not to eat children anymore. Jesus with lions. How'd we get in the New Testament, Yogi?
I don't know. I think they upgraded to NT.
Computer Jim. Alright, but that's the way it goes. I just say, I want to end this with, just take all advantage of all the violence, all the action, and all the superpowers, and just make the one video game. Just get it out. We got the What Would Jesus Do stickers. We got all the Christian supply stores. As opposed to what? Demonic supply stores? You get that Faustian kind of scroll thing. It doesn't really count unless it rolls kind of diabolically. But just make the video game. This Easter, Jesus is coming. To your Xbox and PS2. Yeah. To be resurrected, Jesus got to survive 3 days in hell. Literally. It wasn't in the Bible. Now it's in your hands, man. It's up to you to save your Savior from the abyss. So this Easter, get a God complex. This Easter, feel high and mighty. Because Jesus is love. Love is a battlefield. Jesus is dead. And he's pissed. This is Clint. Thanks for coming out to Wednesday night service. I'll see you all on Sunday.